Well,
Oh
Dr.
Lord.
Umar Johnson, speaking of Kobe's legacy, held Vanessa Bryant and several other black men for marrying outside of their race, which ultimately, um, I guess, so to speak, made other people richer or other races richer, and not taking care of their parents and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this. Hold on one second. Let me make sure that I got this right. I'm gonna go ahead and
Dr.
play
Umar.
this, or I'm gonna play a portion of it of Umar Johnson and what he had to say about it. I'm gonna fast forward it a little bit.
Genius, how dare you manipulate your way into 50% ownership of the most powerful music company? That
Hold on.
same company that murdered Prince, they
Hold on.
Jackson, Michael Jackson's mother,
Hold on.
mother and father's money. That's happening to give mother that Michael Jackson note. Did you just see how his so-called son, the white boy Prince Michael, is not willing to give Mother Jackson, Michael Jackson's mother, needs some money. And Michael Jackson's fake Caucasian son won't give his black grandmother any of his so called father's money. That's happening right
You
now.
for real?
Yes, the white boy won't give his Michael Jackson's mother no money. They in court right now. And this is why we got to
You can't
stop
be
the bunny.
serious, man.
Yes, yes.
That's disgusting,
It's
man.
correct. How you ain't going to take care of that man's mother? How you ain't going to take care of that man's mother? But I'm going to go to Vanessa Bryant. Same offense. No disrespect to Vanessa Bryant, Kobe's widow. But Kobe's mother and father just sold his NBA championship ring. They just sold it. Why? Because they need capital to live. They're elders. They need some money. From what I've heard, Vanessa Bryant ain't giving them a dime. Kobe Bryant left her almost $1 billion. And you mean to tell me that you don't have enough decency, enough respect to float Kobe Bryant's mother and father $1 million? Even if it's one time, Art. Even if it's one time. I don't really like y'all. I don't really mess with y'all. Y'all son told me not to be bothered with y'all. But because you are his parents, because he would have never existed without you, because if y'all don't give birth to Kobe Bryant, he never becomes my husband. I'm never in this financial position.
So, in a general sense, Dr. Umar Johnson is advocating against, and the way that he's doing it is by saying, um, a lot of these women, after the passing or whatever happens or whatever, ultimately doesn't transfer the wealth back to the black community. He's advocating against marrying and having relationships outside of other black people. Quentin, I would love to get your take on this in particular.
I think it's asinine. If Kobe wanted his parents to be taken care of, he would have left them some shit. Like,
Mm.
like obviously, nigga, that wasn't a thing. You know what I mean? Like with all of them, even Michael Jackson, you got like the super chat said, you got Janet, you got Tito, you got all them, you got the Jackson Five,
Man,
nigga,
the Jackson
that can help,
5, man.
nigga.
So that's a straight
why
up
is it?
point, Clinton.
Why is it all on Michael, nigga? I left it to my kids for my kids to be taken care of. They do what the fuck they want to do, man. That's just wild to me that people like just the whole Jackson. It's wild to me that anyone in the Jackson family is broke. Let's start there. But as for this nigga and
No,
his
that's a good
inflammatory,
point. That is a phenomenal
No,
point.
I don't think Dr. Umar knows what the fuck he talking about, man, personally. I think he just talking shit out the side of his neck.
I did go
Like
and visit.
he said I heard, nigga. Who you hear it from, nigga?
I
Who
did
you
go and
know?
visit the Jackson family's home over in I think it was in Indiana, Gary, Indiana. I went down and checked
Yeah,
it
that
out in Gary. Yeah, I went. I did it. I vlogged it. I vlogged the home and everything like that. So,
that's
but
Actually,
fire.
Joy Taylor, she said this in that clip you played the other day. She said, how do people just come up with this shit on the internet? Y'all just make some shit up. Like, you don't know nobody, nigga. He said, I heard. Like, nigga, what?
Man, Dr. Umar, like he low key delusional, man. Like he come up with this fuck shit, man. Like I'm gonna be honest, I heard him on this exact same interview. He was calling black dudes that dealt with white women coons. To me, like Dr. Umar the King Coon. Like real talk. Like real talk, man. Like
He's
you
a
doing all this
business.
advocating for black shit, all this shit, this Pan-African shit, my nigga, bro, you don't even know if the history that they telling you about black people is correct. That we even come from Africa for real. That we even came from there. Like you acting like we couldn't have been on this continent first before anything else. And like I'm not gonna get into all that, but the nigga be cooning bad, man. He be
This
cooning
nigga
real
is on
bad.
some. This nigga is on some each one teach one bullshit, nigga. Like, you know what I mean?
Man,
Like
So
these
is
two
it safe to
families.
say
he
that y'all don't agree
pandering.
with his take as far as whether or not black men
No,
should be marrying outside of their race in order to
Man,
preserve wealth?
well, his
listen, man.
these black niggas ain't wealthy. These nigga, we making 50K, nigga. Like, what the fuck you mean? Like, we broke, nigga. What the fuck we passing on, nigga?
Nah, but look, man, like to
We
act it
passing on
to
some
tell
debt, nigga.
people
Pay these credit cards
to
off when
tell
I
people
die,
to
nigga.
tell people that you can only deal with a certain group is
It's
asinine
wild.
because you're not gonna dictate who I might love. I might love some Asian woman. I might love some Hispanic woman. You're not going to tell me who I should love for a society or a group that never, not necessarily won't give back to me when I die. They might not give back to my family. You want me to put into a pot that my family might not even be able to pull out of. You talking about putting generational wealth into a pot that you might not be able to get back from. This makes no sense. You have to invest in who loves you and who you can align yourself with for your own future. You cannot do that just based off color. You can't or a group or whatever. This makes no sense, man. The dude is man, he a quack. Like for real.
So do y'all think here, let me bring it to myself. Do y'all think that, let's say for example, I was to get divorced and I get a different shout out to Carl Oakley, I'm gonna read that super chat shortly. Let's say I was to get divorced and then I was to get remarried a couple years from now or something like that, right? And I decided to marry somebody other than a black woman. Would I get flack for that?
Yeah,
I
you
wouldn't
gonna catch
care enough.
you gonna catch heat.
Well, given what
You
you
gonna
said
catch
on the
heat.
podcast, niggas would jump down your throat.
Yeah, you gonna no, Anton, you gonna catch hella heat. You
I'm
gonna
gonna
catch
Because
catch
you
hella
who?
heat.
said,
You gonna catch hella heat. Like, yeah.
Why? Why?
well, oh, once you get, if you
Even
ever
though
did, like, I know this won't happen, but speaking, if you got divorced, nigga, you'd have to get off the internet, nigga. You'd have to
no,
shut it
no, that,
down.
I
no, I
don't
ain't even
think
talking
so.
about that. I ain't
Why?
even
No, no,
talking
no.
about
Hold
I
on.
that.
know
Wait,
it's
wait,
not
wait, wait.
happening,
We
but
gonna come to you, Slimmy.
I'm,
Why?
I'm
Why is that, Quentin?
oh yeah.
nigga, because you are doing the thing, and niggas want to see a nigga doing his shit fail, nigga. Nigga, it would be the equivalent of old dude from FNF getting that chick pregnant. That would be you, nigga, for the next 2 weeks, nigga.
Well, maybe that's the play.
And then if you get a white chick, it's gonna be another fucking
Oh
2 week
man.
news cycle
But
about
I
we
don't think
know
that
he
it.
didn't like
I
black
don't think that it
women.
would. I don't think that it would affect me negatively.
Oh yeah, you'd run up some money on it, but they'd be like, "Poor
Oh
Rita,
yeah, they
I
ain't gonna.
knew she wasn't happy."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. They would definitely do that. What was you about to say, Slimmy?
No, I was gonna say like even though you've never been someone who was just like, oh, black this, black this, black this, like they still gonna turn on you and they gonna be like, no, you can't do that. You can't go get you no like even though you're someone who advocated for not just one group, they gonna make a way to turn on you. They're gonna make a
No.
way. Cause this is just what the internet does.
Like the
It's
black
just what
people
they
want the
do.
I
best of the
don't think
best to
that the women
fail.
would be the ones that celebrated. I think it would be the guys.
You think
Oh
so?
yeah, you already know. Oh yeah, yeah,
Hundred
yeah, yeah.
percent.
You already know.
I think that the
I
majority
want
of
to.
the
You should fake it. You should fake like y'all gonna get a divorce and see
but
who
if I
jump and read his DMs.
It's a
well
fact, LA
if I
Miles.
faked it, then I would have to wait like a year until like this conversation died down. I
Nigga,
don't
no,
know.
I just want to see. I want to see how many niggas that you fuck with gonna hop in them DMs, nigga. ASAP talking about text me if you need me. I have a fucking shoulder to cry on and shit.
God. Oh God.
And it's so funny because what is this? This is the 11th. In 8 days, I'll be celebrating my 20th
That's
anniversary.
what's up.
Yeah, it's
Woo! The
crazy.
spy.
But you don't think I would get no credit for holding it down for 20 years until at least my daughter was big?
Man, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bro.
I think it would be the guys. I think the guys
They
would be the
be
ones that celebrated it way more.
man,
Way more.
they be ready to tear people down on this
It
internet,
would be
bro.
the
They
guys. The
bro.
guys would be the ones that do it. I think that the snakes
Yeah,
is
bro.
really the people that's supposed to be aligned with you. I don't think the women is as much snakes. I think the women will be ready for the come up.
Oh
Yeah,
hell yeah, yep. They were like, let's
yeah,
throw that Anton and see if he who he say he is.
yeah. That they gonna be
See if
on that.
see if you
They
can
gonna be
stiff
on
arm
that.
this pussy.
They
Yeah,
gonna
you're
be on
right.
trash.
No, I don't think
Them-
that. I think that it would actually make me bigger.
They gonna see
Hmm.
about
I
that.
think
That
that
black
I
couch
will
gonna
be
have a
more
whole nother
You
meaning
know
successful.
to
what?
it.
I think you would go on the ultimate villain arc with
Yeah, I
that.
think it will make me more successful.
You go on ultimate villain arc with that. That's for sure.
Yep, I think it will make me a much more successful person. So,
Yeah,
but
that's
I don't.
That's not happening. So let's move along.
Well, yeah, I ain't worried about that. Rita's right there, literally on the couch. She is chilling. She got her little quilt on, and she is slow motion. But as far as the Umar Johnson conversation, I don't agree with him. Obviously, with regard to this, I agree with what y'all was saying, especially what you were saying, Quentin, when you said if Kobe wanted them to have it, then he would have already instructed it, or he would have left it in his will, or whatever it was, right? Um, I don't know what the relationship was between Kobe and the parents, but even biblically, it says cleave to your wife. You have your own legacy.
it's a fact.
Anything that I do for my parents is extra. It should not
Yep,
be
because
required.
they
It
should
should
get
not be
everything for you. I
required.
feel you.
Yeah, it's you don't know what his relation. You don't know why they was estranged. They could have said, "Man, we don't like your fucking wife. Fuck that bitch."
Yep.
You don't know what happened. You don't know why they
Yep.
fell out. You don't know what's going on. The father could have finessed. It could be anything. And so, I think it's disrespectful to a point, especially talking about a man that can't come back and defend himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Drake said, Kobe about to lose whatever, however many M's. She wasn't with me. She wasn't with him shooting in the gym. And then Kobe was like, "Yo, you don't know what the fuck you talking about." Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically, keep my chick name out your mouth or whatever, right? And so, because Kobe was working on fixing his family and making sure that he was still there for his daughters, I just think that at certain subjects, unless it's volunteered, so for example, unless somebody like a Vivica Fox comes up and say, "Hey, this is what's going on," or I regularly see dumb shit from DJ Envy that I just ignore. I don't even review. Right? He got this dumbass podcast with his chick, and unless, they volunteer some information and I react to the podcast itself, I would never speak on family issues because motherfuckers don't know what's going on. They don't know the dynamic of what's happening. They don't know who did what. And for you, listen, I think the most detrimental thing that happens to the community, and it's so in many ways to man this out. Why is you telling another person what to do with their money?
Yep.
Man,
Get
Yep.
you some
man.
money and then do whatever it is that you're gonna do with your money. And
Get
and
that
first
motherfucking
and
school.
first, well, no, fuck the school. How you gonna hold somebody else accountable for what they do with their money with their wives?
Yep.
Like,
Man.
like you
That's
gotta
crazy.
get. He not even trying to do that same shit.
It's Kobe Bryant, and just looking at he's savvy. I think he's a businessman. So, like I said initially, nigga, whoever he wanted to have some money, nigga, it was already set up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to mention like Kobe Bryant's dad played in the NBA.
And the
Like
Yeah.
worst part about it is Vanessa
and not
Bryant, you don't even see her. She be
No, she
this,
out of
she be
pocket.
out,
She be
she
low.
be out the way. You don't hear her
Yup.
from her, you
yeah.
don't see her.
Yup.
She quiet, she living her
It ain't
life,
no
whatever.
pictures of her with public with estranged
No,
men.
nothing. You don't
Nothing,
you don't
nigga.
see her at all. I would
No.
say that she's done a phenomenal job up to this point of holding his legacy down.
Yup. Because that would have been the
She
worst if he got freaking he died and before you know it she on some more dick. That would
Facts.
have been
And
that would
so
have been a
she is
horrible look.
out the way. She ain't in the public.
Yup.
You don't see her. You don't even know what Vanessa Bryant looked like.
Nope. Nope.
You have no clue what Vanessa Bryant looked like. She is out the
Mm,
way, completely
yep.
disappear off the radar.
Yeah.
She handling his endorsements or whatever, and so on and so forth. But how can you have something any negative to say about Vanessa Bryant, bro?
She been there since the beginning.
That's crazy. She took her
Mhm.
L when he was fucking on another chick and all of that stuff. When he got caught
She
up, she
rocked
stayed locked down with him. You ain't never hear her say one word
nothing.
publicly. You ain't see her get out
Nothing.
of pocket. You don't see none of that. All she did was hold it down the whole time. And then
Wait.
you got the nerve to say something about her, especially with regard to a person. Man, get out of here, bro. That chick, listen, man, she should be off limits completely. Off limits completely, because when you lose your
Yeah.
husband and your daughter,
Yep.
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
lose
This.
your husband and your daughter, you
Yeah.
listen. For him to say no disrespect to Vanessa Bryant, no, you can't mention her. It's some people, in my opinion, the trauma that they've went through is more than enough for you to be able to give them grace and say, I'm just not even gonna mention this person's name unless I'm saying it in a positive way. That lady is probably traumatized for the rest of her life what she had to wake up to.
That
Yeah.
shit was sad, nigga. I remember where I was, nigga,
I
when
do
that shit hit
too.
my fucking phone, nigga. I
Yeah.
was at work, nigga. I looked at that shit, nigga. I put my customer on hold, nigga. I said, shit.
Dog, that was one of
I
the
was.
rare situations where it felt like a family member died.
Yep,
Yeah.
It
yep.
felt
I
like
was.
a
I
fam-
was.
like I got sad in my spirit.
Yep,
Yeah. I was playing 2K
yep,
and we was all in the group chat. Everybody got quiet for like 30 minutes.
Cause I didn't
yep.
believe
30
that shit at
minutes.
first.
Yeah. Niggas was
Um,
cussing and screaming and yelling. And next thing you know, somebody was like, "Hey man, Kobe Bryant just died." Niggas was quiet.
But it
I,
was like 200 times worse because the daughter, bro.
yep,
man, right.
That
It was
yep.
shit was
sad, man.
sad. It was so
That shit
sad,
was
bro.
sick.
I
Yeah,
was
Umar,
like, I
Umar
felt
out of
like a
line, man.
pit. I felt like a pit in my stomach, like it was a real family member and somebody that
That's
I
a
knew in
fact.
real life that had happened, bro.
That's a fact,
Like
man.
I,
That
I
man.
genuinely got sad in my
Woo,
spirit. It was
woo.
like a
Yeah,
burden, and it's like, bro, you can't lead by. Listen, nobody, and I mean nobody, zero people ever mentions Vanessa Bryant unless they giving her some kind of props or accolades. He the only person that will bring that shit up.
Yep.
yeah, he corny for that, man. And low key,
Shit is
like
wild.
I thought Kobe Bryant had like his dad had bought him like a soccer team in Italy. I
I
thought
don't
he had
know.
bought him a soccer team in Italy, man. Like so, I don't think his claims is accurate, bro. But
Like
Umar, man,
let's be clear. I'll give Umar one thing that he did right. He said, "I heard" before he went on his fucking rant.
Yeah, yeah,
man,
that
that
shit
nigga
was
ain't heard
wild.
shit, man. That nigga deaf as fuck. That nigga is motherfucking Helen Keller, man. That nigga
Yeah,
just be going on a whim. This nigga wild, bro.
I understand. I think I,
Wild
I
as
don't
fuck.
look at Umar Johnson as a leader, a thought leader. I look at him as a content creator.
Yeah,
Exactly.
all this is a
Yep.
business, nigga. Like,
Yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
just a content creator, and I'm gonna give
Yeah.
him some props on that front because I think that he's a good
yeah,
content creator. I think he knows how to keep himself in the limelight, and he understands the importance of creating content in order for him to keep himself relevant. But I just think that is some stuff you just don't do. I don't think that you
yeah,
supposed to mention her in a negative way, considering what she went through, bro. That shit is tragic, man. Some people just get a forever pass, in my opinion.
yep, yep, I agree.
Yeah, man. I don't get this dude, man.
And that nigga pre-diabetic.
Who?
Wow. Umar?
Why? How you figure that? How you figure that?
I'll just mess because he's
Oh, you
fat.
just talking junk. Oh
Because his
yeah,
gut,
yeah,
nigga,
yeah. I feel
is on both sides of the chair, nigga.
you. He's so ignorant. Yeah, that junk is wild. I remember exactly where I was at when I heard that. That junk was it was so sad,
Mhm.
bro.
Yep,
I
yep.
was sick.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I was sick, man.
that was one
Nigga,
of the
that shit hurt.
moments, man.
Nigga, I feel like I didn't get over it until after the funeral. Then I was like,
It was like I couldn't watch it.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I ain't never watched
I
that.
remember, and that shit hit hard when fucking Michael Jordan started crying in the funeral. I was like, fuck.
That
Oh
yeah,
man, I ain't never watched that, bro.
I could feel it.
Hell
Like
no.
sometimes when I think about it, I just be feeling like a pit in my stomach right now, bro. Like
And then they played. He was Catholic, and they played that Ave Maria song. Ave
I
Maria.
never
I'm
watched
like,
it. I just refused to
Oh
oh,
watch
my
it.
goodness, man. Hell
yeah.
no.
I refused to watch it.
Hmm.
I hated going to my own father's funeral, bro. I
Yeah, I
hate
bet.
that.
Oh,
I hate that shit, bro. That shit was like you got to
That's
go through
real.
the whole process, and man, I was just like, man, I don't want to do this, bro.
Yeah. I hate
I
funerals,
don't know.
period, though.
I ain't
I
gonna
do
lie. I
too,
don't know
man.
if I'm gonna make it